What's going on, guys, and what's shaking, Chewy Nation? ChewbaccaLemma here, back with another Madden 21 video. Today we're going to talk about a glitch that happened today with our packs, in a good way, and we're going to talk about the fastest way to grind solos, which, in my opinion, from what I found, and a little bit about well, that's actually pretty much it. That will be enough to fulfill more than a lengthy video. Probably try not to go too much into detail because I could talk a lot about this. So anyways, first up, we're going to talk about the glitch, and we're going to show our packs that we got from it. So if you did the Team Affinity solos, you went ahead and did, I think you had to get like 260 stars. So if you did them all before, if you had the 240, a handful of games, you go ahead and do it, and you get this Team Fantasy pack. But this time you got all 32 teams, and I believe this has already been fixed. So just a heads up, I think it's been patched. So that's unfortunate, and I'll talk about that in a minute on my thoughts on that. But you go ahead, you do that, you got this, you got all 32, 70 plus packs, so that's 32 packs, one for each team. And I'll show what I pulled as well on the screen. So that's going to start rolling here. So you go ahead and see what I pull, and I'll show this as well, but we got 2,300 value in training. I didn't quick sell everything because I think there's better ways to do it, but just to show you kind of what EA gave me for free, more than what they I guess wanted to. A few things I want to mention with this is, one, I don't understand why they patch it, besides just this wasn't what we wanted, so we're going to patch it. I know because EA is greedy and all this stuff. I get that. But once you put it out there, and it's not going to affect the market that much. We're talking about mostly golds being pulled. 32 of them for... It doesn't really... This seems like a stimulus package. This seems like a great thing for... Especially if you're starting out. Like getting 30... Seems like a good thing to grind. You're going to be able to build your team, all 32. I personally think this should have never been patched. This is a stimulus package. It's way better than what they put out. So, I know there's, the greed or what, like, EA is always fixing these bugs. I just don't, it's just not really that big a deal. And once some people start taking advantage of it, I feel like you should just make it where everybody can do it. I know people have second and third accounts that they might want to do it on, but man, you gotta get 260 stars or whatever. It's not like you can just casually do it. You're gonna be playing a long time, and it's probably not even worth your time unless you have already done it. So, I don't know. I personally, that's my take on it. They shouldn't have fixed it, but that's neither here nor there. So, I got all those. I showed all the polls. You got that. Now, if you weren't lucky to do that, that's fantastic. I did post on Twitter about 12:30, so about 2.5 hours after. I want to put that out there because people are like, delete it, delete it, delete it. As if EA didn't know 2.5 hours after when there was already post an hour before mine. This was more, do it now because they are going to patch it most likely, because they always do, as opposed to, here EA, fix this. If that was the case, I would just send it to them in a private message back here, fix this before anybody else can take advantage of it. It's to try to help the most people. If nobody knows about it, like, it's not like a glitch where it's like an auction house thing or a pack thing where you can just keep doing it unlimited amount of times. You can only do it once. So get as many people to do it as possible, because honestly, this is a way better stimulus than what they put out there. That's my thoughts on that, and that's why I posted it. If anybody has a problem with that, that's fine. But that, I think there's really no benefit to me posting it. So, I mean, I already did it. Like, I don't know. Who am I ruining it for? I don't know. Even if EA didn't even know about it. I guess if EA didn't know and never knew about it, which is impossible. I mean, everything is out. But anyways, that's my thoughts. Okay, so you do that. Congratulations if you were able to do that. Unfortunately, I think they patched it. That's unfortunate. Next, we're going to talk about XP. So EA also patched the XP thing, where you can't just grind the Jack Youngblood solo, which I'll talk about here in a second, and get a ton of XP and grind really fast. So if you go to level challenges, just kidding, that's not yet. You will want to do those, though. Level 55, I think the new ones, to get your Andre Johnson, 55 and 57. But if you go to... Why am I drawing a blank here? NFL Epics, there we go. If you go to Jack Youngblood, the third solo, the October 31st, is Return a Kickoff. This used to give like 170 XP. It only gives 50 now, so that's obviously way less. But I will go ahead and say, all of the solos got nerfed, that this is still one of the better ways to get it because you don't actually have to do anything. All you have to do is play it on 1 star, whatever, it doesn't matter. But you start it, and you just sit it, and then the CPU does it, and then you just replay. You can eat, you can watch a video, you can do whatever. You don't have to pay attention. Somebody else could do it for you. You don't have to know anything about Madden to be able to do this return, because you really don't even have to play. The CPU would do it. So it's not like it's not good. If you want to grind levels and you're doing other things, if maybe you're working on something and you're just like, all I have to do is hit replay and just let it keep going, yeah, it is still fine. But it's obviously not the best. There's going to be faster ways to do it, so let's talk about that. So that gives you 50. I have seen people mention, somebody that was already level 60 say the first Fitzgerald solo. Maybe I'm missing something, but I don't believe it at all. I just don't think. I mean, look, I'm level 51. I've played a lot. I think Xerxes said he's going to be up for many hours, being able to grind, and he's always, one of the first ones done. So these people that are already level 60, I'm pretty sure they have some glitch or something where it could be PC as well, where they have some workaround that allows them. Maybe it is doing this solo, but it's still something more to it. So I don't believe it, and then maybe I'm wrong in that. But given how slow this is, I haven't seen anything. If you do this solo, you get 70 XP. It's not even the best one to do, I don't think, for XP in general. So I'm not really sure I buy that one. Congrats on getting level 60, but I'm a little suspicious about that one. But I have seen that. So I'm just throwing that out there. If you find something, maybe that's where it's at. So you have the Youngblood one. I still think it's fine. You got the Fizz. I have seen also people talk about the Locket one, searching for stars Locket. 85 yards, I think you're out. That one's also not bad. But I think overall, the best one is the Rivals, the Challengers with the Z quarterfinals, and the 5th one here. I think this is the best. You can play on 1 star. You get 70 XP for this. The reason why this one's so much better than others is because you get 20 extra XP for getting 50 yards, and you don't celebrate after the catch if you go out of bounds. So I know some people I've heard, if you do go in bounds, no huddle. I know that seems silly because the challenge is over, but then when you come out in your when you replay the solo, I'm going to show both ways. But I do think going out of bounds, I haven't timed this, is going to be faster. So this, because of the extra 20 XP you get for going 50 yards, this is a really good one. So I'm just going to street cooks. This is just a play I usually do. Okay, so this is it's arcade, so they're way slower. So if you go out of bounds here, you see it, no celebration, and the solo's over. That's if you need touchdowns, go ahead and score, and then go ahead and replay, and bam, you're already in it. Now, if you get tackled in bounds, I want to show what happens. So I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to just throw it up because Cooks is so much faster. So let's just go down. Whoops, okay. Now, he didn't celebrate that. That's great. If he doesn't celebrate, oh wait, he is celebrating. I was like, this happened the last time too. If you guys know how to get around a celebration, come on, Cooks. Or maybe it's just a Cooks thing. Come on. If you are tackled in bounds, which I don't know why you would be, if you do go to the next one, you see it's already ready. So, I mean, that's good, I guess. But I still think, yeah, going out of bounds, getting your 50 yards. If you need passing yards and touchdowns, just go ahead and score the touchdown here. You're starting on the 10. I think this is about as good as you can get. You get 90 yards and a touchdown every single play, which is good. But I do think this is way faster than getting tackled in bounds. It seems that way. Unless Brandon Cooks is just a ding-dong and likes to celebrate after every play, unlike everybody else. But you see how fast that is. It's still only 70 XP, though. The Jack Youngblood, I think, was giving 170. So it's still way slower. So anybody that's already level 60, I don't believe you. I think you did something that's a little glitchy. But yeah, go ahead and see this 70 XP. You get 50 for completing. So like the Youngblood, and then you get the 20 extra 50 yards. So this one's pretty good. I like this one. If you're actually just straight up grinding levels. The advantage of doing this is you get all the store offers if you spend money, and they're good offers. Like even if you just spend a few bucks, I'm not gonna say anything. You know, if you spend a little bit of money, you get that, and then you get the Andre Johnson level up. So Andre Johnson's gonna be pretty solid. He gets all team Kims at 55 and 57. You get those level. You can do those level challenges, and then of course at level 60 you get the power-up pass, at for 89.90, and I think that like level 55 you get another 87.88 in there as well. So there's very, very good advantages to doing this that help your team quite a lot. Mutt dedication, is this where it is? I found it. So I believe, so you have all the pack. Oh, 53 is the 87.88. So yeah, there you go. And then obviously you have all these store offers. But the big thing, the big baby is at level 60, the 89.90, which you could use on Brandon Cooks. I don't even have him. I have just the one below the top one. So, you know, I might use mine on Brandon Cooks. I'm going to have to look at the prices, but since I have a Texans team, that's probably what I'll do. But hopefully this video was helpful. I wanted to show off the glitch a little bit. I want to talk about that a little bit, see what you guys think about it. But even talk about the XP thing, because that's really important. I usually don't do videos like this, but let's be honest, you know, my channel, I feel like it's just not doing as well as I would like to, so I kind of just want to make videos that I like to talk, you know, I like to talk about stuff. So let's just do what I want. So hopefully this was good. I also might make another video later on the market, because the market is, you know, all over now. It's just, you know, it's because whenever a series comes. So talk about that a little bit later. But thank you guys so much. You guys are great. That's all I got. ChewbaccaLemma out.